Hi, I'm Lacey. It's time to work your hips and rear. Nothing targets these areas better than this classic Callanetics series. And I've thrown in a few new extra moves for your rear too. With me is Rebecca and Stephanie. Rebecca will be showing you some easier options. All you need is a mat. Let's warm up. Starting with the seated scoop. Sitting on the heels, slowly draw your arms straight out in front of you, wrapping your arms around and clasping the fingers. Relax the shoulders and raise your hips an inch off your heels. Holding the lift, tilt the tailbone and curl your pelvis up and under, drawing in with the center body and then slowly back out. Again, really think draw up and under, drawing your hips to the rib cage and slowly release back out. Let's try two more. Scooping in, tuck that tailbone under nice and deep and release it out nice and slow. One more here. Really feel that lower body start to wake up, center, really get that range of motion, and then reverse. We're gonna hold, try to stay lifted. Take your hips out to the side, curl forwards, out to the side, and back around. Full rotation is what we're working here. Trying to really get the fluidity of your hips, the lengthening from the knee to the hip, working the length of the thigh, and again, that center body, working that control of your posture. Let's try one more this direction and then reverse. In, up, around to the back with a hold. Reverse directions. Out, tilt under, out, and back around. A nice smooth flow is what we're working towards. If you need breaks throughout, again, this is our warm-up. You can always sit back, lift back up, and then continue in with us. Let's do two more. Out, in, out and around. You should really feel those legs warm here. In and under, hold it back, and then relax those hips down. Great job. Relax those arms, and let's sit to the side. Waking up to that center, front leg in front of you comfortably, opposite leg behind you comfortably. You're gonna take your outside arm and reach all the way up to the sky. Bottom hand to the floor as you sweep over nice and long to that side body. Slowly come back up, lengthening long, bringing the fingertips to the floor, and feel that stretch in the opposite waistline. Really lengthening, weight of the hips just relaxed. Let's try that again. All the way up and over nice and smooth. Come all the way over, reach a little longer through those fingertips this time. That's it, really feel that extension. Come back up. So as you sweep over, coming back up and over, lift those hips. Good, nice and smooth. Melt the hand back down, and let's switch sides. Slowly draw the back leg forwards and the front leg back. Reaching up and over nice and slow from that outside arm. Really lengthen long. And then come back up and feel that waistline extension. Reaching all the way over. Again, come up, reach it over. Lengthen long through those fingertips. And back up. Really lengthening all the way out to that extension of the fingertips, out through the hips. Finishing with the lifting of the hip, all the way up. Open yourself up, beautifully done. Good, sweeping back down. And let's get into the exercises here. Keeping this position, rotate the back hip forwards, nice and slow, and then relax the hip backwards. Good, let's try that again. Roll the hip forwards and hold it. Press the outside knee to the mat and lift the toes an inch. Take a little lean to the opposite side, fingertips, palms, or elbow can be on the floor, and float the knee the height of your toes. From there, gently pulse the knee backwards. Working from the crease of your glute, open to the chest, and again, working from that outer hip all at the same time. So you really want to think of the tall upper body and allow the engagement to come from the lower half. If you put your outside hand onto the glute muscle, you can feel activation, almost a shaking sensation. You want that. If at any time comes too much for your body, you can always drop the knee and come back into this. If you want to take it one more level, that outside hand can always come up off the floor. This will really add that extra midsection body as you're working through that lower half, increasing that range of motion through those hips and strength, sculpt from the backside, lifting that glute. Okay, let's go for 10. For 9, working that balance, that upright position, breath flowing. For 4, very nice. 3, 2, and on 1, Relax that leg down, relax that upper body, and just kind of give yourself a little roll out. From there, same leg's gonna extend nice and long. Reach the edge of the mat, point through the tiptoes. Rotate that leg all the way down to the floor and hold your rotation. Drag your leg in, pulling up with that waist that we've woken up. You can walk out a little further on this one, relax the shoulders, no tension. And then use the glute that you woke up to float the toes off the floor an inch. Holding up an inch, let's pulse up here. So rather than back, like what we started with, now it's an inch, half an inch upwards. So you're again targeting the exact same region, just a little different style rotation. Working a little longer through that side body, really try to keep the lift from the bottom waistline. Try not to collapse. Nice and proud from that chest bone. If you can be squared forwards, that's the goal. Again, you'll always have the option to be down on your elbow. Front hand, I like to guide myself as I work to get in a little deeper, holding onto the shin. You can raise up, and then you really feel that squeeze to that side body. Using that exhale here, again, inch, half an inch squeezing. Hand can go on the hip, and you feel all those muscles really coming together as one. Good, we got it for 5, almost there. 4, finish strong. 3, 2, and on 1, relax the foot, relax the hip, just rotate it out. And then we're gonna lower it down onto our outside elbow. Extend both legs out nice and long to the edge of your mat. And you're gonna bring your back leg in front of the front leg by dropping your knee. You wanna angle here, toes to the sky, lift the chest. Top leg is gonna press backwards. Keep in the same shape, lifting. You're gonna press using that glute we woke up and slowly all the way back down to the floor. You wanna press up just enough that you feel your connection, chest lifted, slowly back down. 2 more here. Get that range of motion now, especially after activation of the pulse. Slowly back down, let that hip relax. 1 more. Press back, hold here, pulse, back, back, back. So using that pulse that we did upright, keep that waistline lifted, shoulder calm, work that squeeze. Again, hand can always go on. You can see a scrunch in the glute. Ten seconds. Exhale. Good. Keep with me. You want to feel that burnout. That's what makes all that change happen. For 3, for 2, and on 1, relax the leg down. Perfect. Extend both legs nice and long. And relax the upper body down to the mat. Lengthen through the top fingertips. Opposite hand in front just for balance. Core pulled in. Raise both legs up together. Squeeze those inner thighs. And then lower the legs back down. Again, raise up and lower. On the next one, we're gonna hold here. You're gonna pull your knees into your chest and we're gonna scissor kick. Top leg forwards, bottom leg back. Reach it out. Pull back in, reset, and switch. Reach. In and out. You got it. In, kick it out. You got it. In, squeeze, extension. Full breath in, full breath out. Think of the core balance. Push through those legs. Reach, work that extension from the hips out. Awesome job. For 4, reach it longer. 3, squeeze it out. 2, perfect. On 1, relax the legs down. We're gonna rotate towards your mat and get into the backside a little bit deeper. Slowly flipping. Bend the elbows wide, relax your head. You're gonna bring the knees open as wide as your mat and then lift the feet up together. Draw the heels to touch. Toes open and relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Go ahead and raise those thighs up from the floor, hold, and lower back down. Use the glutes to squeeze up and resist back down. Core plugged in, so we're not taking any pressure in the lower back. Last one here. We're gonna press up, hold, and now pulse. Work with it. Up and back, squeeze. If the squeezing is too much, you can always just hold the lift. Feel the engagement in the backside nice and tight. Press, press. Again, get that burnout, get that shape. That classic Callanetics pulse is what we're working here. 4, 3, very nice. 2, and 1. Relax those legs down. Lengthen the legs out and gently press back to a child's pose, reaching that tailbone back. Let's try the other side. Sitting up, opposite leg in front, back leg to a 90-degree angle, knee in line with the hip and foot in line with the knee. roll your hip forwards, and then roll your hip backwards. One more time. Keep the rotation forwards. Gently press the knee, float the toes, lean slightly over to the opposite side, and raise the knee to hide the toes. Work the pulse, back of the glute, working that squeeze. Really small. You can think about it, 1/4 inch, barely visible. Working all through that love, hip to rib, and from that glute down, reshaping the back of the thigh. Chest is open and proud. Exhale is flowing. You can see light weight to that hand if you can. As you get stronger, we want to bring that arm out in front of you. Really maximizing the effect of that whole outer side body. Good, working that nice 90-degree angle, nice and low, and nice and lifted from the opposite waistline. Beautiful. 10 seconds like this. Keep that connection nice and strong, working either side nice and solid. Perfect. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, relax the leg gently, roll that hip back, give yourself a little rub, and let's do the same thing with an extended leg, reaching out, upper body tall, opposite hand can always walk it a little further at first. Roll the hip forwards, keep the rotation. Drag the leg in, pulling with the side body, use the glute, lift the toes, add your pulse, up. Good, again, it's really small. Working from the outer of the glute. Good, you can feel that shaking. If you put your hand on the hip, you can feel the effort of the muscle. As you're working that muscle, you want to keep that rotation really deep down, toes really low to the floor. Sitting taller is just going to pull everything in through the midsection as you're working that balance of the lower body. Good, you can see the upper body's really calm, really smooth, lots of length of that leg. Good, and really working that rotation so you get that beautiful length to the front half of the leg and that lift from the backside. Nice work, ladies. Watch from the shoulder, nice and calm. For 10, nice and smooth. 9, squeezing sensation. Up an inch, 1/4 inch. Keep it tight, keep it tiny. For 3, for 2, and on 1, relax that leg. Awesome. Coming down to that opposite elbow. Legs extended. Top knee bends over top that bottom leg. Open up the chest and take that leg angled up and back. Squeeze. Slowly in and down. Up and back with a press, squeeze. Use that glute connection. Slowly in and down. 2 more. Up with the press and in with the lower. One more time. Core tight. Hold it up and pulse. Back. Back. Remember, keep it tiny. So you're not actually changing your position of your hips. They're stacked through the shoulders. We're not rotating, you're lifting. Use that exhale, use that breath. Toes are calm, even though they're reaching. Literally, the shelf of your glute is doing your effort. Reshape from the leg to the glute connection. Really firm it up. 10, good, 9. For that burnout sensation, you want that with your pulsing. Perfect for 3, 2, and on 1, gently relax the leg. Lengthen both legs out, glue those inner thighs tight, relax upper body down. Take it to those leg lifts, light weight to the front fingertips, both legs come all the way up, and both legs back down. Core tight, all the way up, float those legs up, squeeze, and lower. Last one, coming all the way up with a hold. Draw the knees in nice and deep, and extend through the top leg all the way out, and then back in. Reach it out, and in. So shoot through those legs. Squeeze through those glutes. Lock in with that core. Full mid to lower body exercise here. Working that coordination. Lengthening a little longer than you think you can. Let's go for 3, for 2, for 1. Draw the knees in and relax the legs down. Awesome work. We're slowly going to take it upright and sit back onto the heels just like how we began. Going back to our pelvic scoop and rotation to finish strong. Relax the shoulders, and let's extend those arms nice and long again. Clasp the fingers if it feels right. Raise the hips an inch. Hold that inch. Curl the pelvis forwards. Really draw in deeper. Exaggerate that curl. And then release it back out. Again, hollow effect. In, up, and under. And release back out. 2 more. Squeeze those inner thighs. Use those glutes. Release back out. Again, 1 more. Curl it in. Hold it deep. Release back out. Let's take it to the sides. Out, forwards, out, and around. Get that scooping sensation in. that reshaping of that center, the hips, and again, those glutes just rolling side to side. For 3, good, we got it. For 2, feel that burn. For 1, let's reverse it. Ready? Pull back around. Curl in, out, and around. So again, this exercise tends to be quite a challenging one for those hips when we're tight. So again, it will become more and more fluid as we do this. You'll get stronger. You're gonna feel your body pull in, lift a little deeper. All those results we want to really maximize around our frame. For 3, we're there. For 2, almost. For 1, all the way in and around, and then slowly relax it down. Awesome. Let's finish lengthening out those legs by bringing our hands behind us, light weight to the fingertips, tilt that tailbone under, glue those thighs tight, pulse those hips up an inch. Good, just really lengthen out through the muscles that we just worked. Nice and controlled, nice and open with the shoulders. If you find it anytime it's too much on the knees, you can always open those knees, hip width if it need be, but really working to get that angle. For 4, almost there. Feeling the length of the legs, openness of the chest. For 3, we're there. For 2, and on 1, relax the weight of the hips down. Slowly come forwards. We're done. Your hips and rear will definitely thank you for it. Glad you could move with us today. See you again very soon for more hips and rear.